Hello, my name is Kelly, and I wanted to answer or address your question that you put out there today. Who are you? I saw it this morning before I went to work, and it kind of like struck a chord with me. And I thought about it all day, so I wanted to kind of make a video. And as you can probably see, my name is black female for white man, and I do date interracially. I kind of always have. But I do have a son, and he's 2, and he is biracial. And today, I mean, and this is something that I thought about, probably even before I had kids. How do you raise them? How do you raise a multi-biracial child? And so now that I have him, it's something that I think about now. And even though he's 2, I'm trying to, get my hands around this now, so when it gets to that point, when I start to get those questions, what do I do? I'm going to show you a couple pictures of my son. You're laughing. Just kidding. He's gorgeous, and I love him to death. I have this first picture. I hope you can see it. It's of him and his father. He's about 8 months in this picture. Me and his father are not together. His father has seen him probably maybe 3 or 4 times, maybe 3, and he has kind of said, out of sight, out of mind for him. But he's missing out. So this is his first picture. Like I said, he's about 8 months there. Hope you can see that. Here's another one. He's so funny. And then this is one of his other last ones. And then this is one of my most recent ones that I love. Hope you can see that. I don't know. But anyway, so that's my baby, and he's currently not here. He's with my grandparents, visiting them for a few weeks. And so anyways, the question are, who are you? And it's funny because he's 2, and we get those questions now. Like, people will stop us, like, every time we go out, oh, he's so cute. And people even say, is he mixed? Is he, he's white? Is he black? And my brother, it's funny because my brother had him one time, and they're at Walmart or some store. And so he said some girl came up to him and was like, oh my God, he is so cute. He has to be mixed. And my brother was like, no, he's not. And he said the girl was just like, huh? He's not. And he was just like, no. And I just thought that was funny, because for someone just to come up there and just say that, But so now, I mean, he gets it now. We get it now. So I know he's going to get it when he gets older. And I'm kind of just torn right now on, what do you do? I mean, I would love to raise them, you're half white and you're half black, which he's going to know that, because we're in a society where he's going to know that. People are going to help him remember that. It's just, it's just crazy. Because, his father's not in his life to be that ideal figure, of what a white man, or I shouldn't say white man, but of what he could see, in that, and the good and all that. But he doesn't have that figure. He doesn't. So he doesn't get to see that. But I used to live in Kansas, and out in western Kansas, and there was nothing out there, and there was very few black people in the city, in the town that we lived in. And he actually went to an all-white daycare. And I remember thinking to myself when I lived there, if we continued to stay here, would he ever question and say, Mom, you don't look like everybody else. You definitely don't look like me. But you don't look like everybody else. And so that used to freak me out. Like, that just freaked me out. Like, if he ever came to me and said that. And so I moved. I got a new job, and so I ended up moving from that town, thank gosh. And now I live in Memphis, and which is a predominantly black city. And I remember making a conscious decision to find a daycare that was going to be either mixed or predominantly black, which by where I work, that's all. There's not that many mixed daycares that I was able to find, or that were kind of in my pay range anyways. But the daycare that I chose is, like I said, predominantly black, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I would say him. There's 2 other biracial kids in his class, and he's, like I said, under the 2 and 3-year-old, and you know, all of his teachers are black except the 2 directors, but you know, he has fun there, and you know, everybody just loves him to death. So, and then now I'm kind of like, I think about it, I'm thinking, you know, is he gonna say now, you know, Mom, I don't look like anybody, you know, I don't look like you, I definitely don't look like you, and I don't look like anybody else here. So that's just, you know, again, so I'm kind of torn on, you know, on what to do and where to go. I mean, I want to teach him just to be a good man, and a good person. You know, of course everybody wants that for their child. So I'm kind of struggling with that right now. You know, he's 2, so I have a little bit of time, you know, before he starts asking those questions. But, you know, he's with me all the time. He's with my family all the time. You know, so I do think that he identifies right now with black people because that's all he's around. You know, I wish his father, I mean, like I said, I wish his father could be there so he could get to know that side of his family. Because, you know, he has sisters. He has 2 sisters, well, 3, 2 white ones and then one that's mixed also. So I'm kind of torn, you know. But I do think that, you know, like I said, we're in the United States, and yeah, things have changed, and, you know, people were a little bit more, you know, liberal in their thinking or whatever, but, you know, still, black is black, and, you know, people are going to see that. And like in one of the videos, the girl said, you know, people are always asking her, what are you? What are you? And, you know, so that's just telling you, you have to identify with something. You know, personally, you got to do it for yourself, and hopefully my son will, you know, figure it out and know what he wants to do and be when he gets to that point. You know, right now I can say, because of where we are and what he's definitely exposed to, and I'm sure he'll be able to identify with us, you know, being black. And you know, I can say, you know, you are biracial, and you know, you are mixed, and like I said, the society will let you know that and remind you of that. But you know, you're a man, and you, I almost want to say, you know, you're a black man, and, you know, just take that and be. But I don't know. He's 2. So I don't know. So I'm kind of nervous about that. I do have a friend, and he is about 22, 23, and he is biracial also. And his mother's white and his dad's black, but he looks like the next white person on the block or whatever. And he has like really pink lips. He has blue eyes. And, you know, even with his hair, you know, and he said that with his father's side, they kind of embraced him growing up, and he just said that that's what he identifies himself as a black man, because that's what he grew up around. And he's like, there's no shame in it, you know. I don't, you know, discourage, or, you know, put my mom's side, you know, or whatever. He's like, but I just, and now that I'm 22, 24, whatever, you know, I'm a black man. And so, you know, when I see him, I see my son. And, you know, but again, like I said, I want to be able to give my son everything he possibly can have, and let him know who he is. And hopefully I'll give him all the stuff that he needs to be able to make that decision when it comes to that time in his life, to say, I am this. If he wants to say, I am biracial, I am white, I'm black, you know, hopefully that's what he'll say, you know. Or if he decides to say, you know what, I'm a black man, you know, if he decides to say, you know what, I'm a white man, I'm not denying that, but this is who I am, and if you don't like it, you don't have to like it. So so like I said, this is just a real close thing to me. This is different than a lot of my other videos, so if you guys are watching my other videos, something else in my life that I think about. But if you have any comments or anything to say, you can let me know. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. Thanks.